Hello and welcome to day 29 in our New Testament reading today. We are looking at Matthew chapter 20. And this whole parable that Jesus tells in this section is really all about the generosity of God. And the picture here is of people that don't have work. And in those days, to be unemployed was a very vulnerable position to be in. There was no benefit system in place. So if you didn't have work, then you were stuck unless you had family to cover that for you. So it's a very vulnerable place, and along comes this employer who says, come and work for me and I'll give you a denarius, which was about a standard amount to give to an unskilled, just to come and do a job. So it's a standard amount. He says, come and do this. But then as the day goes on, he keeps bringing people in, he keeps taking people on, he keeps covering that vulnerability by giving work when he doesn't need to, because as the day goes on, he would have got very little out of those last few that he hired. There's very few hours left to put in, and yet he still pays them the going rate. And at the end of the day, when they're all given their wages, of course, the ones that work the whole day are really grumbling about this and complaining, and just failing to see the point that they were given exactly what the agreed amount was. And like I say, this is a story about the generosity of God, and it can be easy for us to resent the generosity of God if it's directed at people that we don't think are worthy. So when we see someone flourishing and growing and getting everything that they want in life, maybe they're being used by God in a way that they're longing for, maybe God is speaking to them or speaking through them, or whatever it might be, there can be that sense of, what if we don't see them as being worthy, if we don't see them putting in the hours with God, or whatever it might be, that in our heart when judgment rises up, that we rally against the generosity of God. And the point that is so easy for us to miss is that we are the undeserving. We ourselves are the ones who need God's generosity just as much as the next person. And it can be easy for us to stand in judgment on that, and yet actually what it comes down to is always the case. It's the matter of our heart, and it's that recognizing just how much we need God's kindness, how much we need God to cover our vulnerabilities and our weaknesses with his love and mercy. And that is exactly what he does. That's who he is. The last bit of our story today is just Jesus again telling his disciples what exactly is going to happen to him. Jesus is, we're going to see this more as the day goes on, he is fully in control of what's about to happen to him. He is not a victim of his death. He knows what needs to happen, and he walks willingly towards the cross. And pretty soon we're going to be able to see those events unfold. Have a great day. See you again tomorrow. God bless.